So if people aren't chewing their food properly, it's going to stay in the digestive system, in the digestive tract for a lot longer.
Mm.
Could potentially increase intestinal permeability, which then can lead to bacterial overgrowth, right?
Yeah, so if you have, people call it leaky gut or intestinal permeability, whatever they want. Some people get really frothy if you say leaky gut. For me, it's the same thing. But
Whatever, yeah.
yeah, if you're not getting these particles down, they end up in your bloodstream. And when they get in the bloodstream, the immune system sees that and it goes, okay, you're not supposed to be here. You're not food and you're not manufactured by the body. So I'm going to start attacking you. And then your immune system gets hypervigilant and you start getting food intolerances. And then over time, the hypothalamus will react by creating more cortisol to manage all this inflammation that's been induced by the immune system. And eventually it just suppresses the immune system to the point where now you can't fight the stuff. So you're constantly bloated and gassy, undigested food in the stool, and everything just gets worse. And then, like you said, you can get SIBO because some of the stuff isn't getting absorbed. And when it gets into the later stages of the small intestine, the bacteria are like, oh, great, we've got something to ferment, we got something to eat. And then the bacteria starts to get out of control and your immune system's suppressed, so it can't keep it under control. And then you start getting a little lower bowel pain. And then you go to a naturopath, hippie foo-foo person. They put you on a ketogenic diet and give you like $2,000 worth of worthless supplements that you don't need, which is it'll fix it, but you'll feel horrible, and you'll it's not great for training or health. But yeah, so many things can happen, but it all starts here, and it starts here. So you ask strategies. The first thing I tell people is if you were sitting with your grandmother or your mom and you were eating a meal and they were cutting up your steak for you, how would they cut it up? And they cut it up in tiny little bites. So if you just cut your food into tinier bites, it's a lot easier to chew it more effectively because you don't have to chew it as much. Um, like if you go out with your bros and you go for a steak dinner, everyone will buy 400-gram rump and they'll see if they can swallow the damn thing in 3 bites. Like there's no trophies for deep throating a fucking steak, you know.